And good evening, good afternoon, evening, Rob. Welcome back to the Cherry Red Record Stadium. Crikey, how flat do we feel after a 1-0 defeat against Sutton United, local rival Sutton United, and only goal of the game. I don't know who scored the goal.
It's a centre back from Bromley. I can't pronounce his name though.
Oh, the 6 foot.
Yeah.
To be fair, they were all big lumps, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were big. But joined by Rob Boyce. A bit flat. Rob, got done today, didn't we, number-wise?
Yeah, you know what? Well, I feel like we've kind of, no pun intended, kind of had the stuffing knocked out of us a bit today.
Yeah.
We come here with high expectation and high hope, and you know what? I think the main thing is we've got to give Sutton credit. We had an extra day's rest. They played Saturday, we played Friday night.
Yes.
And I thought that would benefit us, but they actually just looked a bit more. I don't know what they had Christmas Day for their dinner, if they had a little bit of extra turkey or whatnot, but they just looked a bit more up for the fight, up for the battle today.
Yeah.
They came in with a game plan. They played a 4-4-2. I'd say no nonsense. They didn't play out from the back, which has been one of the things we've kind of capitalised on this season.
Yes.
We've kind of capitalised on teams trying to play out the back, win it up high, and then pacing being behind. I think they've kind of done their homework a little bit. Played 4-4-2, knocked it into the channels. I mean, even their free kick, we know about Ryan Jackson's long throw.
Yes.
Ball comes into the box, bit of chaos, bit of bad marking, and free header into the back of the net.
Yeah, and I think you're right. 4-4-2. They played two. They played Angol and Smith up front, occupied their centre halves.
Yep.
I think if you look at it today, they played everything direct.
Yep.
Free kicks, throw-ins, nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
But I felt today, I thought we had key players that just didn't play as well as they have. Centre midfield.
Yep.
It felt like every ball was a fight ball, didn't it? It felt like every ball they squeezed the midfield. You're right. It played a basic 4-4-2.
Yep.
But it just feels. Do you know what? I think it just feels like a bad day at the office. It's not a day in the office you want against Sutton. But as well as Sutton played, they are still bottom of the league.
Yep.
And that's, you have to say, 3 points dropped today.
Yeah. No, but you know what? Like I said, going back to what I said about giving credit to Sutton, we've been there in League One when we were bottom of the league, scrapping and fighting for points. And like before today, obviously we know that they changed their manager recently. I think I thought they were going down, but from what I saw today, like I said, it looks like there's fight in them.
Yes.
They should be quite galvanised from the 3 points. So obviously disappointing for us. We wanted the 3 points to push further up the league. They wanted the 3 points to, they've now come off bottom of the league. But I think the main thing for us is how we bounce back on Friday. I think every time this season, from what I've seen, every time we've had a bad result, for example, Accrington Stanley here, we've then bounced back and had to put a good run of results. So hopefully bounce back Friday against Colchester. It's a good opportunity to put it right.
Definitely, I think that's the benefit, obviously, of the Christmas period, isn't it? You've got games thick and fast. Friday night, which I think is going to be a bit colder than it. It's quite mild, isn't it? I'm just looking at the picture and it looks really foggy. I think it's just the old mist coming in. But obviously, ground's empty now. Decent atmosphere today, wasn't it?
Yep.
Even. It felt like everyone had too much Christmas pudding yesterday.
Yeah, too much Baileys, too much sherry, too many mince pies.
Yeah, and it felt like the sort of crowd needed the team to
lift them. I
think
think
it just didn't happen today, did it?
Yeah, it's a bit of both ways, isn't it? The crowd needed the team to lift them, and I think the team needed the crowd to lift them.
Yeah.
It's just a really flat performance, and you made a really good point about every ball seemed like a fight ball.
It was.
And I just think ultimately we just lost too many second balls. One of the questions I have for you, Stu, what do you think the impact was from not having Johnny Jackson on the sidelines?
Always interesting, isn't it? Always interesting.
Am I clutching at straws with that one, or?
No, sometimes, you know what, your manager is a focal point, isn't it?
Yep.
Would he have been waving his arms around and getting them going? Yeah, probably. I was thinking that, to be honest with you.
Yep.
It's a difficult one. You can, hey, look, our home form's been decent. It's annoying, isn't it? We scored all these goals and we've literally had a haven't scored anything.
Yeah.
And we haven't really had any chances. We had a chance at the end with a Paul Gallen by, didn't we?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, clutching at straws, James Tilley in the first half had a chance. But we never, I think if you look at the substitutes today, you ended up taking off Josh Neuville, taking off James Tilley. We couldn't get our wingers into the game whatsoever. And I call it fight ball because when you're playing long balls into their centre halves. Interesting today they brought Ben Goodliff in, who was only obviously fit for one half because they swapped him with the
Bromley lad.
Yeah, and that I was chatting to a few of my Sutton mates and they said they had both their three centre halves out, and it just felt to me today that I think if it had been any other game, I don't think you would have seen them two centre halves play.
No.
But he's obviously gone. Can I get an half out of each?
Yeah.
And I think that's what it was. They just fought hard. We just didn't fight hard enough today.
No.
We didn't fight hard enough.
I have to say I was quite impressed with Harry Smith today. I think he led the line really well for him. He really outfought our centre half today. You know, for Pearce versus Smith, I did pick as an interesting battle.
Yeah.
And, you know, fair credit to Smith. You know, everything went through him today. Held the ball up. You know, chased everything down.
But it's rare, isn't it? It's rare to have two centre forwards up against your two centre halves, and whether that was a surprise for us. But, you know, Lee Angle hasn't been getting in their squad, so they did drop. They did drop a few curveballs today, but it felt to me that was a team that the assistant manager, obviously Jason Goodliffe, we know all about, got everything out of that team today, and we were just flat. Even 8 minutes at the end. Didn't really feel like, I don't know about you, but I never really felt we were going to get back into that game.
Paul Cullenbay has a bicycle kick out of nowhere.
If we'd got that, we'd have been...
Oh, yeah, we'd have paved over a few cracks today. Like I said, I think Sutton are well-deserved winners.
Yeah,
I think it also says a lot for Alex Best, one man of the match today. He did make 2 worldy other saves in the first half, you know, to keep us even in it. You know, before we should have probably went in 1-0 down at half-time, to be honest with you. So...
Yeah, definitely. It's only me and Rob today, by the way, because Spike's over in Tenerife enjoying himself in the sunshine, and well, it's Christmas, isn't it? So it's just us. So I'm just going to quickly do the latest, well, not latest scores, the full-time scores. Let's get these on the road. So what we got? So we do the 2 early kickoffs. Mansfield winning at home 2-0 against Grimsby. Crawley beating Gillingham on the road 2-0. Gillingham going through a real tricky match, and we lost there by the odd goal, didn't we? Which is always interesting. Obviously, we lost at home to Sutton. Barrow
that's what I was alluding to. You know, once we lose to Gillingham, we bounce back. You know, once we lose to Accrington
I agree.
Bounce back. So let's see if that form
continues.
Colchester
obviously lost away today by the odd goal, so they're going to come in. Barrow 2-2. Barrow were leading that game. Bradford 2-2 against Morecambe. Harrogate, great form at the moment. Harrogate beating Accrington 2-1. Newport. That's a sort of derby, isn't it? It's over that side of the world.
What was interesting is Troy Deeney's first game. They were 2-0 up at half time.
Were they really?
Yeah, had gone on to lose 4-2. They did get a man sent off, but you know, when you're fighting at the bottom of the table, you know, they needed them 3 points.
We obviously got them on New Year's Day, haven't we? Yeah. I think I've left out an R for Forest. So they've got an R. Sorry.
I didn't know as soon as I said that.
Notts County 3-0 winners at home to Doncaster. An interesting score, 5-1 winners. Tranmere 5-1 winners at Salford. Salford again going through a tricky period. Wrexham the only goal against Swindon, and then Walsall 2, Crewe 0. So let's just quickly go through our next lot of games, Rob.
Yep.
This is really great TV when you're thinking I'm not even in shot, but if we look through, these are our fixtures coming up.
Yep.
So match day 25. It's getting going. And also, those of you who bought your half-yearly season tickets, half-season. No, just
half-season tickets.
You obviously got half a card coming in. I think today.
What, did they get a full card and cut it in half? Is that how it works through?
Half a card, you have the other half next season. Obviously, we've got the game. Remember, if you're coming along to the Cherry Records Stadium on Friday, it's a 7:45 kickoff.
Yep.
It does feel like it's that holiday period where everything's at 3 o'clock. No, 7:45 under the lights here at the Cherry Records Stadium. We'll then obviously go to Forest Green at the new lawn. It's probably a very new lawn. I don't know why I can still call it a new lawn, because it's been a new lawn for ages. Let's get the jokes out of the way. Third round, obviously, Ipswich Town come to us in the FA Cup.
And that's an early kickoff.
12:30.
Yeah.
Do you know what? If you confused about kickoffs in the old days, it was 3 o'clock, 7:45. No problems at all.
I was going to say, if Nick was looking at this graphic, he'd be livid, wouldn't he? 7:45, 3, 12:30, 7:45, 3.
It's got me thinking. I'm actually checking. Obviously, we play Oxford in the last 16 of the Southern section on Tuesday night of January. I'm actually thinking, is that a 7:45 kickoff? I'm actually now doubting
might be 7.
Because that's been a 7 o'clock before, wasn't it?
7.
You know, we had the other day, we had the FA Youth Cup when they were playing a 6 p.m. kickoff here against Blackburn. It's just, hey, look, if you're ever unsure, it's keeping you on your toes. And then finally, we go to Wrexham on the 13th of January, 3 p.m. kickoff as we go. So, yeah, Rob, fixtures coming thick and fast at the moment, aren't they?
Yep. Yeah, no, it's not, you know, I always find in the EFL, I always look at blocks of 5 fixtures and think, oh, that don't look easy. And then you look at the next 5 and think, that don't look easy. But, you know, this team has a mentality of just taking it a game at a time. They all want to put things right on Friday against Colchester. It's a good opportunity.
Yes.
You know, Colchester are, you know, a team that, I'd expect to get something out of.
Yeah, and another chance to do our first double of the season. Today obviously was a chance, and
Yep.
we've not taken that, and we've got a chance to do a double over Colchester
Yep.
on that. And it's interesting, we actually played Colchester this time last season at their place.
Yeah,
remember?
yeah, I remember going.
Cold
with you.
evening
Yeah,
at
I remember going with you,
Colchester.
actually. Yeah.
So really random that
Yeah.
they're coming to us this Friday on
Yeah.
that. So let's say Colchester United are next visitors to the Cherry Red Record Stadium in the League 2. Rob, I think that'll do us.
Yeah, I was going to say before we sign off, is it worth this? Is there any comments?
Let's have a quick, Richards. Again,
quick
great
look.
TV. Let's have a look.
Any comments from anyone?
I will put it to Rob. Pathetic performance in a game that really matters, going into hiding in my Sutton flat for a while. I think that's what it is, isn't it, Joe? Hey, look, we've all got many mates who are Sutton fans.
Yeah.
Hey, look, good luck to you, do you know what I mean? It'll be nice for them to be in the league still next season, so we can finally get a home win against them here. Because let's be fair, that's the second time they've beaten us 1-0. Fair play to them. Fair play to them.
We
on
had
that.
bragging rights at their place.
We
They've
did.
got it at our place.
Definitely. So that's all the comments we got. Again, belated Merry Christmas. Enjoy the rest of the holiday period. Make sure you eat all those mince pies. Get them all out of the way. And we'll see you at Plough Lane at Cherry Regal Stadium in
Friday
3 days' time.
I
What day
lose
is it now?
track of day.
What day is it
Somebody
now?
told me it's Tuesday today. And
It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Apparently it's Tuesday. So let's just go. The 26th, we're here on the 29th, and we'll see you then. And we'll see you soon.